And there they go. They're off and trotting. Excess on the far outside with Papadel between horses. Flying formation along the rail. Senna is next and up on the outside. Easy Rider. They're too deep. Around this top turn, slipping through along the rail. Flying formation wants the front, and he has it. Tucking in there nicely. Second, that is Access as they move into the quarter-mile pole. After that comes Papadel, Senna, and Easy Rider. Not to Peter Fonda of this trip so far. 28 seconds flat past the stands. They roll to the half-mile pole. Moving right along, under confident handling, Yannick Gingras and flying formation. Access on his helmet in second. Papadel is third. Senna ready to strike, and at the end it's still Easy Rider. They're lengths apart. Around the lower turn, flying formation will try to go all the way on the front end. First to flush. Coming with a rush, trotting up on the outside. Here comes Papadel, Access along the rail. Senna now flush that live cover. He stacked up on the far outside and slipping through along the rail. Easy Rider. They cover the half in 58-1, continuing down the backstretch. Flying formation by ahead. Papadel looking him right in the eye second. Access pinned in along the rail third. Having the slingshot off cover here. Senna up on the outside, and Easy Rider tips to the extreme outside. 126-2. We're getting serious now. 3 lengths covers this quintet inside the final eighth of a mile. Papadel on the outside now sticks his nose, his head, his neck in front. Here's Easy Access with a rush along the rail. They're in deep stretch, and it's all Papadel. Papadel, Access, Easy Rider, Senna in flying formation in 155-1. They're on their way between horses. Eye of a Tiger and Tough Muscle, Adagio de la Tour. Sneaking through along the rail as they trot down the backstretch. There are now 4 horses across the track vying for command. Tough Muscle gets the lead by a head. Simply Swan right alongside in second. Trying to get a seat, getting serious. Next in line along the rail, that is the old man Adagio de la Tour. As they round the top turn, after that comes Eye of a Tiger, Jack Vernon, and Prime Powerful, where he likes it best in the caboose. They're trotting by the quarter while 27 seconds flat, and the speed duel continues, brushing to the front, getting serious. He's been parked a long way. Simply Swan is second, the favorite Tough Muscle. Third, he's ready to flip out of the pocket and trot up on the outside. Adagio de la Tour is now settled down nicely in fourth. Moving up on the outside, Eye of a Tiger, AS. Also catching this equine train from the back of the pack, Jack Vernon, and Primed and Powerful is stacked up seventh and last. They're at the half, 55-4. Continuing down the backstretch, and we have a new leader, and Tough Muscle has gone right on by, getting serious. That is Tough Muscle, who has now joined the fray from the front end. Getting serious is in the second. Eye of a Tiger is now uncovered. Simply Swan has nowhere to go. Primed and Powerful moves to the middle of the racetrack. Jack Vernon is sixth between horses, and Adagio de la Tour got shuffled out of it. He has some work to do, but time is ticking away. 124-2. We got a ding-dong battle going here. Sweeping to the front on the far outside, living up to his name, it is Primed and Powerful. It is Primed and Powerful, Adagio de la Tour, fighting back for third, getting serious. It's unofficial in 153-4. And there they go. Often trotting slow start for the 7 Swan of Dreams between horses. The Lion King takes the lead. Trotting up on the outside, Lion, Safari, Two-Hole, Duck and Tuck, Fist Fighter away nicely from third. Followed by Goo Goo on stage in fourth. Nowhere to go in the early going, Don't Sass Me. Going to be a long one now for Walk on the Moon, trying to find a spot. Obliging, that is Swan of Dreams. Seating arrangements are complete as this field of 7 moves by the opening quarter-mile pole. Past the stands, they roll to the half-mile pole, 27-3. moving right along on the front end. The Lion King, he is the pride of this field right now. Followed by Lion Safari, he's trying to become a big game hunter today in second. Fist Fighter with the dueling leaders in third as they circle the lower turn and trot to the half-mile pole. By an easy length and a half, it is Lion King, Lion Safari second, Fist Fighter third. Moving up on the outside, here comes Walk on the Moon. Kicking up that live cover as they straighten out down the back stretch. Don't Sass Me. Shuffle back toward the rail. Goo Goo on stage and Swan of Dreams in seventh on the outside. They are now side by side and stride for stride as they trot into three quarters. The Lion King continues to lead the way, flanking him. Walk on the Moon second. Lion Safari's digging down deep in third. Don't Sass Me, the Beautiful Journey. Here comes Swan of Dreams from the back of the pack. Nowhere to go for the one. Fist Fighter up on the outside. Goo Goo on stage. Absolutely wide open here as they went by three quarters in 126 and 1. Top of the stretch. They're into the stretch. It is Lion King along the rail. In between horses, Walk on the Moon. Up on the outside, Swan of Dreams and Goo Goo on stage on the far outside. Here comes Swan of Dreams to win it. Swan of Dreams for Tyler Sheehan. The Lion King was second, and it's going to be close for the minor spoils here in race number 3, 156 flat. And there they go. They're off and pacing. Way to a good start. Saki Bomb between horses takes the lead. Style for a mile, gaining quickly along the rail. And here's Miss Dionysus Bluegrass rushing right to the front. Grabbing the racetrack in two steps. It's the sixth. Ms. Dionysus Bluegrass who leads the way. Saki Bomb tracking second. Followed by the favorite Don't Fence Me in third around the top turn. Style for a mile is next. Followed by Look at My Rap Sheet. Jazz. Followed by the Outsiders. Ain't the Same Without You. The tailgate sitter is Lockbridge. Action brewing past the stands. From the outside, Don't Fence Me In gets the lead. Followed in second now by Saki Bomb. After that, Ms. Dionysus Bluegrass shuffle back to third. After that, Style for a mile. Here comes Charlie up on the outside with Don't Look at My Rap Sheet. Moving up from between horses, Jazz. Lockbridge is now locked in along the rail. And Ain't the Same With You Out You is now eighth on the outside. They're at the half in 56 and 2, continuing down the backstretch. Don't Fence Me In is just that. She has clear sailing on the front end. Don't Fence Me In. Saki Bomb second. Look at My Rap Sheet. Moving up on the outside. Nowhere to go. Ms. Dionysus Bluegrass. Here comes Jazz on the outside. Style for a mile got shuffled back into sixth. Seventh between horses. Ain't the Same Without You. And Lockbridge is eighth on the outside. Three quarters in a fast 123 and 4. Fillies make their way to the top of the stretch, and under confident handling, it is Don't Fence Me In who leads this brigade on home. Saki Bomb is second. Miss Dionysus Bluegrass now has a clear shot along the rail, but they're all too late. Here's a jogburger. It is Don't Fence Me In. Miss Dionysus Bluegrass was second. Saki Bomb third. Maybe the one. Style for a mile on a very troubled trip. And there they go. They're off and trotting. Wallaby between horses takes the lead. A little bit rough in there. Clara France looks like she made a break after the beginning as they trot down the backstretch, but she quickly composed herself and is certainly not out of contention. She's only 5 lengths from tip to tail as they move to the quarter. Well on top, it's Wallaby by a length and a half. Disclosure, the favorite, is tracking second. Followed by Giza Dreams in third. After that, La Belle Riviera. Back down trotting Clara France as they open up here by the opening quarter. The wonder from down under, Dexter Wallaby, has the lead. It's Dexter Dunn and Wallaby in front by 2, followed by Disclosure in second. Followed by Giza Dreams in third. La Belle Riviera is fourth, and Clara France rides the tailgate. Being sent right along, it is Wallaby on the front end. Wallaby cuts this one out. Disclosure doing her best in second, followed by Giza Dreams, and next La Belle Riviera is fourth. Fifth up on the outside, Clara France. Quarter 29 and a half and 57 and 3. They link up onto the backstretch. Wallaby trying to make every polo winning one. Disclosure being tugged right along. After that comes Giza Dreams, followed by La Belle Riviere, and Clara France has some work to do. She's 5 lengths from the front, and the front still belongs to Wallaby. She cuts this one out by 3/4, Wallaby by a length and a half, inching off the rail. Here comes Disclosure under a full head of steam to take her on in 125 and 4. Top of the stretch. They're into the stretch, and Disclosure from the outside trying to give Trevor Smith a double. Wallaby is fighting back. They're in deep stretch. Wallaby has reclaimed the lead. Right alongside in second, Disclosure going to be too wide here. Very tight. Could go either way. Can't call it. 3-1-1-3. It's photo 154 and 2. Field is in motion. And there they go. They're off and pacing. Silverstone blast out of there. And there goes Taurasi quickly on the rail to grab the racetrack around the far turn. It is Taurasi who has the lead. Silverstone is up on the early attack in second. American Classic third. Mare of the Moment not showing his speed today. He'll have to rally from off the pace. Followed by Danger Zone and Swing Vision. Seating arrangements are complete. As they race by the opening quarter, it is Taurasi who cuts this one out. Taurasi leads the way, first to flush. Coming with a rush, here's American Classic up on the outside. We'll see how that move worked out as Taurasi continues to lead the way. Back into the 2-hole American Classic. Silverstone now splits them in half as they wend their way around the lower turn and move to the half-mile pole. Mare of the Moment is next, followed by Danger Zone and Swing Vision. They're at the half in 54 and 3. We'll see if Taurasi can last off these solid fractions. Taurasi by a length. American Classic is into second. Here's Mare of the Moment moving up on the outside. Silverstone got shuffled back toward the rail. And his flank up on the outside, Danger Zone and Swing Vision. As they race by 3/4, it's Taurasi who continues to lead the way. American Classic is second by 3/4 and a fast 122 and 4. Around the final turn under very confident handling, Taurasi begins to open up some daylight. American Classic is the only one who can chase this up-and-coming monster, but it's all in vain. It is Taurasi and the new master of I Can Make Them Go Faster, Devin Tharps. It is Taurasi in a fast 150 flat. And there they go. They're off and pacing. Tall, Dark Beauty is leaving. So is Gallon of Ruckus on the far outside. Captain's Princess coming quick along the rail. Sloopy is also on the early attack. But as they round the top turn, Tall, Dark Beauty up on the outside is now going to be wrangled back and duck into that 2-hole as they ride the rails into the quarter-mile pole, and it is Sloopy on top by 3. Tall, Dark Beauty is racing in to be second, followed by Captain's Princess along the rail third. Galena Ruckus got a nice spot in fourth. Racing past the stands, isn't it a lovely day, mates? And trailing the field, it's Acrimony. They pace the quarter. Wow, 26 and 1. Yannick Gingras is sending Sloopy right along. It is Sloopy on top by 2. Tall, Dark Beauty being carted along, racing in be second, followed by Captain's Princess in third. They're at the half in 55 and 3. They're out of the turn and down the back stretch. Here comes Galena Ruckus moving up on the outside. Isn't it a lucky day as Flush That Live cover, and Acrimony has some work to do as they roll into 3/4. Sloopy on top by 2. Tall, Dark Beauty is second. Gallon of Ruckus moves up on the outside, uncovered. She has some kick right now as they side wheel by 3/4 in 123. It's a really fast tempo here in race number 7 as they move to the top of the stretch. Gal in a Ruckus on the outside forges to the front. Sloopy is fighting back along the rail. Moving up on the outside, isn't it a lucky day? On the far outside, Captain's Princess, deep stretch. Here's Captain's Princess. Captain's Princess from worst to first. Gallon of Ruckus was second. It's tight for third. It's unofficial in 151-4. And they're on their way to a good start. Golden Wall and Gala Hill. Never Mind away safely along the rail as they trot down the backstretch here as Gala Hill forging to the front. Never Mind is into second. Just for Tricks is along the rail. Gigandus is looking for a seat up on the outside. Ezra is the late leaver. Around the top turn, Jetborn, and trailing the field in the early going, Golden Wall AS. As they race by the opening quarter, trotting clear on the front end. Opening up here in 27-3 is Gala Hill. Gala Hill on top by 2. Never Mind is now a tighter second. Followed by Just for Chick, grinding third up on the outside. Gigandus is now fourth. Followed by Ezra looking for some cover at any point. Jetborn, you are cleared for takeoff at this point. And Golden Wall has a tall wall to climb. As they hit the half-mile pole in 57-4, they are out of the turn and down the backstretch. Gala Hill continues to lead the way. Never Mind under confident handling second. Here's Gigandus uncovered up on the outside. Just for Tricks along the rail. Jetborn is next, and far outside comes Ezra, and trailing the field, Golden Wall. They're side by side and stride for stride as they trot by three quarters. It is Gala Hill by a tight length. Never Mind is looking for racing room, holding him at bay on the outside. Gigandus moving up from the back of the pack. Here comes Ezra under a full head of steam. Off the turn, in the stretch, they're on their way home. In between horses, Gala Hill, Never Mind up the rail. Comes Just for Tricks, going to be a dandy in here, jumping off stride. It's the one, Never Mind. 4 is going to win it. Gala Hill is going to be a logjam in there for the minor shares. Please hold all tickets. We did have a breaking horse at the wire. Please hold all tickets. And there they go. They're off and trotting. Spend the Money Honey between horses. Cricket Hall alongside. Nikki the Nun along the rail. Out from between horses. Pioneer AS. As they make their way around this top turn. Spend the Money Honey in front by a length. Here comes Cricket Hall under a full head of steam up the challenge. Settled down nicely in third. That is Grandeur around the top turn. Pioneer AS. After that comes Nikki the Nun. Blue Bayou Dio, and She's a Scorcher. As they trot by the opening quarter in a sharp 27-1. Cricket Hall has the front end. She's being geared down right now. Cricket Hall by a length and a half. Spend the Money Honey is second. Jammed up in behind. Grandeur might have to come first up as they round the lower turn and trot to the half-mile pole. Here comes Pioneer AS up on the outside. Nikki the Nun is along the rail. Starting up on the outside, here comes Those Blues. Shuffle back along the rail. Track record holder Blue Bayou Dio. She's going to need some luck here. And flanking her at She's a Scorcher, the half. 57-1 continuing down the backstretch, and we have a new leader brushing to the front. Grandeur by a length and a half, followed by Cricket Hall in second. Moving up on the outside, Pioneer AS. After that comes Spend the Money Honey. On the far outside, Blue Bayou Dio. In between Phillies, Those Blues. Nikki the Nun, and nothing today from She's a Scorcher as they trot by three quarters, 24-1. They're into the stretch. Grandeur brings them on home. Cricket Hall along the rail. Pioneer AS is in between horses. Moving up on the far outside, Blue Bayou Dio. It is Grandeur in front. Blue Bayou Dio was second. Cricket Hall third. Tight for fourth. Unofficial at 153-3. They're off and pacing. Rail Advantage. Skateboard Chick kicks out of there on top. Here come the late levers up on the outside. Rose Run Vantage. In between horses, here comes Rocket Out. Rocket Out grabs the lead. Rose Run Vantage is up on the outside. Skateboard Chick shuffle back to third. For sure. Also on the early attack. Here comes Rockin' Nola up on the outside. The Green Hornet cuts the corner out on top with Rose Run Vantage. Ranging up on the outside, Rockin' Nola takes over. Along the rail becoming third, that is Rock It Out. After that, Skateboard Chick. Maggie Ree looking for cover. Evermore Legacy, a nice job out of the second tier. Prairie Cougar is up on the outside. Roll with Angel is eighth as they wend their way through that lower turn and drive it up on the outside. That is Love Is Hill. They're at the half-mile pole in 54-3 up the backstretch. Scooting right along. It is Rockin' Nola. She's doing just that. Rockin' Nola by a length and a half, settled down in second. Rose Run Vantage. After that comes Rock It Out into third. Moving up on the outside, here's Maggie Ree with a rush. As they wheel by three-quarters, Maggie Ree on the outside is up to challenge the pace setter. Along the rail, that is the favorite, Rockin' Nola, by three-quarters and a sharp 122-2. Around the final turn of the top of the stretch, Maggie Ree on the outside brushes to the front. It is Maggie Ree who strikes the front. Rockin' Nola in between horses. Love Is Hill. Rose Run Vantage along the rail and Rock It Out on the far outside. Maggie Ree is jogging. Maggie Ree wins. It looks like Love Is Hill over Rock It Out and Rockin' Noah. That's a mouthful and a fast 150 2/5. Seven are well bunched right now, approaching the start. Summer Trader's going to lag by about 2 lengths, and they're off. And Pacing, Wolf Tracks, and Rule of Law out for the lead. Rock and Roll Gold is along the rail as they sprint down the backstretch. There are 3 horses across the track. Vying for Command, widest of all. River Nest into the early flow is now looking for some help because Wolf Track is being sent and sent hard. Driving up on the outside, here comes Vicious. He's underway early on from third, followed by Dancin' Sacho in fourth as they race by the opening quarter-mile pole. Shuffle back toward the rail. The one Rockin' Roll Gold, he moves up on the outside. Here comes Terminator. He's sixth. Rule of Law is seventh along the rail. Summer Trader, a very tough guy to handle today. He's trailing a field as they sprint through that Racino turn. Approach the half mile, going to the front by an easy length and a half. It is Vicious as they hit the halfway point off that quarter in 27 flat, 55 flat. They're double-deckered as they straighten out for their long trek down the backstretch. And here's Dancin' Sacho moving up on the outside. Second, Rockin' Roll Gold is into the flow third, followed by River Nest along the rail. After that comes Wolf Tracks. He is now settled down in fifth, driving up on the outside. Rule of Law further out. Terminator, nothing today from track record holder Summer Trader. They're by three-quarters. Ding-dong battle going here in the front end, 122-2. They're going to be fanned out now 5 wide on the drive to the wire. Vicious trying to go all the way on the front end. In between horses, Dancin' Sacho, top of the stretch. They're into the stretch. Vicious gives way, but here comes the late flow on the far outside, and Wolf Tracks has just put him away. It's Wolf Tracks, Rockin' Roll Gold. The 5's going to get second, it looks like. Very tight for second. It is Wolf Tracks to score here in 151-1. They're on their way. Captain Malicious on the far outside. Schwartz Brothers Pat between horses. Freak on a leash is nicely placed along the rail. Third, they're down the backstretch. And here comes Rocksteady Ron. He's leaving today. Followed by Delta Winner. After that, This Kit Rocks. I'm out of the second tier. Toxic Rock, no relation. Ideal Ace, the newcomer, and trailing the field, Cheese Omelet with some work to do here in the early going. Pretty good tussle in progress here as Ace side wheel by the opening quarter-mile pole in 26-2. Racing past the stands, forging to the front. He finally makes the top, the free-legged guy. Captain Malicious, Rocksteady Ron second. Schwartz Brothers is third. Freak on a Leash is fourth. Delta Winner starts the action from mid-pack. Driving up on the outside, This Kit Rocks with some live cover. Approaching the half-mile pole, starting up on the outside. Underway from the back of the pack, Cheese Omelet. As they hit the halfway juncture, Ideal Ace is next. As they hit the halfway point in 54-1, they're out of the turn and down the backstretch. Pacing away on top from the outside, it is Rocksteady Ron up to challenge the every step pace setter, Captain Malicious. Along the rail, Schwartz Brothers Pat. Moving up on the outside, here comes Delta Winner following him. This Kit Rocks as they make their way around the final turn. Ideal Aces up on the outside, followed by Cheese Omelet and Toxic Rock, and Freak on a Leash by 3/4. In 122 and 3, the heads turn into the stretch. Moving out from between horses, Delta Winner gets the lead. It is Delta Winner and a late closing. This Kit Rocks. Delta Winner. Delta Winner. This Kit Rocks. Followed by Toxic Rock and Rocksteady Ron in 150 and 4/5.